for securing most of the desert. Captain DeRouche.
Captain DeRouche.
I can promise you.
In my opinion, great building. We're looking forward to that. July 1, tickets on sale at the DeSoto Civic Center, box office, all Ticketmaster outlets. They sold a bunch of the ringside tickets.
Yeah.
I think the first and second row all the way around.
Last I checked, I still think you can get some.
Yeah, if you go on Ticketmaster.com, there's a little chart there that will show you what's the availability area there. But get those tickets to be a Clash of the Legends, too. We got a lot of great excitement here today on Memphis Wrestling. We're going to be talking to two big legends, and I'm here to tell you two of the biggest legends in Memphis Wrestling history, Sputnik Monroe, Billy Wicks, right here on today's program.
Two of the first names I ever heard when I moved to Memphis.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure you did. Boy, you think about that old Rustwood Park match that took place with the Cadillac and all that sort of thing. Speaking of Cadillac, what about a Cadillac of furniture here from our friends at Rent World? Henry's here today. Henry Thompson, let's get him over here.
Come on.
Henry, what in the world have you done to us, my man? You hooked us up.
Thank you. I just want to thank you guys for inviting Rent World out and I come out. We got this great furniture here that we're going to begin. One of your fans.
Yeah, you're going to be giving away one of these 53 inches.
That's it.
At the DeSoto Civic Center on July 1st, right?
That's correct, on July 1st. And also, only thing you have to do is come out in one of our locations. We got 4 locations, 3 in Memphis, 1 in Batesville, 1 in Fraser. Coming your way, Fraser people. We coming back to Fraser.
All right. Well, Henry Thompson, thank you so much. Man, I thought I was going to get a chance to roll one of these 53 inches out to my house.
There goes my plan.
But instead, we'll take it to the DeSoto Civic Center July 1st. All you fans out there watching, get by Rent World and register. Get a chance to take home one of these babies. Man, beautiful. Clash of the Legends. There it is on your screen. And we'll be back, and we'll bring you more from our studio of opening the vaults of Memphis Classic Wrestling. It's going to be a dandy today, my friend.
Tickets are on sale now for Steve Harvey coming to the Grand Casino on July 17th, but UPN 30 has your chance to win. Watch UPN 30 all this week at 6:30 for your cue to call in and win. We're giving away premium tickets each night. Watch all this week at 6:30 to see Steve Harvey from UPN 30.
We're having fun now!
Weekdays at 3 on UPN 30.
When you pick a nursing home for a loved one, you think you've made a good choice. You've checked the brochure and asked around. But the minute you leave, that nursing home can become a nightmare. Bed sores, tie-downs, bad medicine, it happens. If you have evidence of bad nursing home care, call us. I'm attorney Corey B. Trotz. We'll help stop the nightmare and get you money to get things back on track. You have the power to stop a nursing home nightmare. Call us.
Corey B. Trotz is the way to go. Call 683-7000.
Starting over? Start right with Williams Furniture, where you'll always save. 3-piece sofa sets, $199. Coffee and 2 end tables, $69.97. 4-piece bedroom suite, $199.97. 5-piece dinettes, $119.97. Day bed with trundle and 2 mattresses, $319.88. Bunk beds with mattresses, $249.97. Complete twin beds, $154.88. Williams Furniture, the best prices guaranteed. 2878 Old Austin P Highway.
Tuesday on an all-new Brittany and Kevin.
How are we feeling tonight?
We're feeling great. They finally face the truth.
Do you like me?
Just a little. Like that much right there.
And it only gets more raw.
Our bus is gonna be rocking.
More real.
Something happened that we didn't have control over.
Than ever before.
I found my soulmate.
Brittany and Kevin, Chaotic.
Tuesday at 8 on UPN 30.
It's going to be a wonderful show.
Now, I can do my own talking, Master, but I appreciate it. Now, I got one thing to say to Rick Rude. Now, Rude, we had a little meeting out here just at the start of this program, and the end result was the next man who comes in and sticks it.
Well, if you see me nodding over here, just wake me up, because this couch is comfortable, man.
I know. I'm saying that. Nice.
Oh, beautiful set here. Hey, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go now to the DeSoto Civic Center. The general manager standing by, Stuart Taylor. He had a comment or two about that building down there.
Great. Corey, I'd like to thank you and your staff for bringing Memphis Wrestling down to DeSoto County. We're pleased to have this great event in our facility here. Tell you about the facility, we have about 10,000 seats, and the seating view is incredible.
We have state-of-the-art facilities with video production. You can go to the concession stands and buy the combo meal. Popcorn, hot dog, and a Coke for $3. You won't miss any part of the action with our TV locations at every concession stand. We're just outside of Memphis, about 10 minutes away on Church Road and Interstate 55. Parking is excellent, and we have a safe environment here. We encourage you to come down July 1st. Come and join us in DeSoto County, DeSoto Civic Center.
Great words there from Stuart Taylor.
Yes.
How about that announcement? Combos for $3 at the DeSoto Civic Center.
Can't beat it.
The same deal we always had.
Been doing it for a long time.
I'm telling you, well, we're just taking it right down the road a little bit to Interstate 55. Want to also apologize. Henry Robertson is our man from
Well, we knew
Rentworth.
that.
Yeah, I don't know why I said Thompson. I tell you, somebody that's always in my head for some reason. It's not always good, but we're going to invite him out here now. It's the king of wrestling, Jerry Lawler. I understand that he's going to be on the set. Well, and he's got Renee along with him.
How about introducing the king and the queen if you get an opportunity, okay? Just have a seat.
Good to see you.
Self-proclaimed queen.
Oh, well, listen, Corey, let me just say this right now. You know, you're out here talking about furniture, you're out here talking about new locations for legends, and you're out here talking about everything except wrestling. I thought this was a wrestling show. Is there going to be any wrestling on this show today?
Yeah, there's going to be wrestling on this show today. We
Okay,
got Rock and Roll Express. We're going to show footage of them. We got several matches. As a matter of fact, we got a match of you and Bill Dundee we're going to be
Well,
showing.
good. How many times have I beaten Bill Dundee? About 10,000? You know what? If there are any legends, if there's ever been any legends coming out of Memphis, Tennessee, it's me, Jerry the King Lawler. I'm the only real legend that has ever been here, so I'm the only legend you should ever talk about on this show. Do you realize that?
Well, let me tell you that. Let me tell you this. Speaking of this show, this may be the last time that you, the legend, Jerry Lawler, is on this show. Do you know that? Has anyone told you that? Here, look at
What
that
are you
look on your face.
what are you
Here,
talking
you can
about?
buy you for 50 cents, Jerry.
What?
because-
What are you talking
I'll tell you what I'm talking about. The officials at this station have told me that if you do not apologize to these people, that you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you don't apologize today, right here live on TV, to these people, that
What
you
people?
will not.
What are you talking
You
about?
will not be on Memphis Wrestling ever again. Isn't that right, Brian?
What people?
The people that you and this self-proclaimed queen have been insulting each and every week out here.
Well, where are they? I don't
Well,
even
I'm
know.
glad you asked. As a matter of fact, they're here today. Let's get them out here right now.
I didn't ask anything. I might have asked something. Glad you asked.
Grady Watson and Tammy. How are you guys doing?
Good to meet you.
Good to see you again.
Yes,
Grady.
sir. If I stand up here too?
Well, come over here, Grady, because, you know, I'm going to tell you, you better hang loose with this guy. And right now, Jerry, you need to issue a public apology right here on TV, live today. And if he doesn't, Brian, they tell us that you might as well get out of here. You're out, Jerry.
He's done on this show. No more.
You're done. You're finished. No more.
What is it? I don't even know what this is all about. Why? What's your problem
Look,
anyway?
Only thing I come down here for today, Jerry, is to ask for an apology. That's simple. It's embarrassing. It's been embarrassing for weeks. Everywhere I go at home, they talking about how embarrassing it is at home.
For the town. For the town.
Bring that microphone over here. Have you ever heard anything, sweetheart, more embarrassing than that accent of theirs?
No.
Everywhere we go at home, you're embarrassed. Well, you should be embarrassed, Grady Watson.
Anybody that talks like that should be very, very
Right. You should be embarrassed. You should be embarrassed about that little scam you pulled on me down in Walnut, Mississippi. When you accepted my challenge to a match, I was blindfolded. Then you ran Brian Christopher in there. They're the one that should be embarrassed. You know that? Now, let me tell you this, Grady Watson. I'll tell you what. I'm not going to issue any kind of apology. But what I will issue, and first of all, who is this here anyway?
That's his daughter, Tammy. You know who that is. This is the one that Renee's been running down every week.
I don't even know who she is. She don't even know me. So why are you down in me? You owe me an apology.
You don't know who I am. You're the one that's been stalking me all around town, trying to bring me cakes to my house,
Right.
and calling at my house, trying to get my number and doing all this bad.
Get real. I need an apology from you. You ain't nothing but a Yankee. You need to go back where you came from.
Well, girls, let's don't, hang on. Jerry, will you just apologize?
Never apologize to her. Never apologize to her. You know where you should be? You shouldn't even be at this television show right now. You should be down in Walnut, Mississippi with the rest of those hicks plowing fields and doing your rodeo ride.
Right.
Where's your boyfriend, your hick boyfriend?
Right.
The whole problem here is that she's just jealous of me, Corey Macklin. That's her deal.
No, well, nobody's going to get real. I'll tell you what. Instead of issuing an apology, why don't I do this, Grady Watson? Get over here. I want to talk face-to-face to you. I want to issue a challenge to a real match, not some blindfolded match. Me and you. No, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I got a better idea. Not me and you, Grady Watson. Me and Renee. challenging you and your hick daughter. What's her name? Tammy Faye? Your name Tammy Faye? Huh? Me and Renee will challenge you and your hick daughter. How about that?
That sounds like a great idea.
Yeah, what about it, Grady?
I done told you, I'm not a wrestler.
I know you're
And I'm not going to accept. All I want is an apology.
Man, I don't blame you, Grady. You deserve an apology.
You think he deserves an apology?
I'm going to tell you what. If you're waiting for me to apologize, we might as well leave right now, huh? Okay. So long, guys.
Boy, I'm telling you. You see what I'm talking about, sis? Grady, I'm sorry. Look out! Hey! Come on. Hey, come on. Hey, Lord! Come on, Lord! Hey! Come on, Lawler! Get out of here, Grady!
Come here, Renee. Come here.
Grady, get it!
Come here, Renee.
Come on, get!
Come on. You want an apology,
Grady, I'm
huh?
sorry.
What has this turned into here?
How's that for an apology, Grady?
Right.
Go back.
Man, I'm telling you. Lawler, if you're going to be out here, then we're not going to put up with that kind of stuff.
You going to accept the challenge or not?
Yeah. Me and my family accept the challenge.
Well, you heard that.
Great.
That's great.
Yeah.
Get out of here, you bunch of hicks.
Grady, hang on. I'm
Get on
sorry.
your tractor and
Tammy,
go back to
I'm sorry.
Mississippi
I'm
where you
sorry.
came from.
Come on, I'm sorry.
You all right, Tammy Faye? You hick?
I don't believe it.
Let's go to break. I don't know what we're going to do with Lawler out here. See, that's the kind of stuff I'm worried about, right?
Love your car?
Well, I can't stop loving.
Now you can love your car insurance too. New Allstate Your Choice Auto Insurance with deductible rewards and an all-new safe driving bonus. Allstate Your Choice Auto Insurance. Are you in good hands?
Stay tuned for an amazing free stop smoking offer.
We quit smoking together.
I don't think I could have stopped without it.
I quit. Just like that.
With maximum strength cigarettes, you will quit, guaranteed.
I thought I was going to go nuts wanting a cigarette. I never did.
Cigarettes was easy. It just worked.
Other stop smoking methods can eventually cost you hundreds of dollars, but we're so sure cigarettes will work for you, we'll let you try it free. You get a 30-day supply of maximum strength cigarettes, free, plus minty anti-craving gum. And we'll also send along a 30-day supply of smokers' vitamins. That's almost $100 of proven stop smoking power, free of charge.
I did it for the family. The kids wanted me to stop smoking.
Hey, do what I did. Pick up the phone and call this toll-free number.
Call 1-800-406-0202 to order your free 30-day supply of cigarettes, your free 30-day supply of anti-craving gum and vitamins. Credit card required for shipping and handling. Call now.
Sometimes you just gotta have Church's Big Juicy Crunch. Save on 10 big juicy dark pieces and family fries for only $7.99. Get more crunch for your buck. Church's.
Man, can you believe that?
I'm just watching my back because I never know when I'm going to get jumped around here.
That's just ridiculous. Lawler out here bringing on, egging on stuff with the Watson family. Now, he's issued a challenge. Now we got another problem now with them. The only thing he's supposed to do is come out here. Yeah.
2 words and it could have
I'm
been
sorry,
over.
and it would have been over with.
Done.
Too much like right for Lawler. Totally too much like right. Well, the Watson family has accepted the challenge, and I've got a little inkling feeling that Lawler may be surprised. He and the Queen, he wants to call her Renee. So we'll pay all that
We
out.
found out what kind of queen she is out
Yeah.
here, throwing fists.
Can you believe that?
Very ladylike.
Tell you what, let's do here, Brian. Let's talk about what else is coming up today on today's program, as we were so rudely interrupted. We're going to see a classic match between Jerry Lawler and Bill Dundee coming up. Rock and Roll Express is going to be in action, and a big announcement a little bit later on today about a big battle royal that's going to take place July 1st at DeSoto Civic Center. Wait till you see the grand prize giveaway to the winner of that battle royal. Let's go now. Let's turn over to this screen over here, Brian. Look right there, opening the vaults of Memphis Classic Wrestling. As we turn the vault open, and here's our next match. Rick Morton, Robert Gibson, the Rock and Roll Express in action. Take a look at this.
Morton goes to work on the left arm. Puts a twist on it, then bars the left arm of the Dream Machine. Morton stepped over, but he gets clotheslined by the Dream Machine. Bruise Brothers make a tag. Pork Chop Cash hit Rick Morton right in the side of the head with his knee. Rick Morton gets the tag. Robert Gibson going to work on both the Bruise Brothers. Rick Morton body slammed by Pork Chop Cash while Robert Gibson's working on the Dream Machine. Pork Chop up on the top rope. He dropped. He tried to get to Rick Morton. Could do it. 1, 2, 3. Brand new Southern Tag Team Champions. The Rock and Roll Express, Rick Morton, Robert Gibson. They've got the belts. The Bruise Brothers and Jimmy Hart have jumped referee Paul Morton. Pork Chop Cash up on the rope. Here comes the Rock and Roll Express in. Referee Paul Morton left lying in the ring here. Rick Morton back in. Here's Robert Gibson. And now Rick Morton and Robert Gibson trying to help him out of the ring. Rick's got him. Referee Paul Morton. Jumped by the Bruise Brothers after the match was over.
The heroes, the villains, the legends. Clash of the Legends 2.
Friday, July 1st at DeSoto Civic Center.
Free fireworks given away. Live music entertainment. Gold ticket holders get a free barbecue dinner with the Legends. The Legends. Clash of the Legends 2. Tickets on sale now for Clash of the Legends 2. Friday, July 1st at the state-of-the-art DeSoto Civic Center. The Legends return to Memphis Wrestling for one night only.
Friday night, July 1st.
Start of a new era. Don't miss it.
I know you were real young when you started smoking cigarettes because you thought it was cool, and now you realize it's not so cool and you want to stop. But it's not that easy. That's because you're addicted to nicotine. And if you're really serious about quitting, help is near. The UT Health Science Center needs volunteers for a smoking cessation research study called STAR. To be eligible, you must be healthy, 18 to 45 years old, smoke 5 cigarettes per day, and want to quit. Don't wait. Call UT today at 448-8400. Ask about STAR. Tell them Free Soul sent you. It's time. You really will be cool.
Direct Home Improvement, the largest full-service home improvement company of the Mid-South. We're here at Mr. Thompson's home where Direct remodeled his kitchen and bath and finished out his attic. Mr. Thompson, are you satisfied with the work and the financing that Direct provided for you?
I sure am. They did all my work and paid off some of my bills with my house note and put it all in one low monthly payment.
Thank you, Mr. Thompson. If you need any type of home improvement, even if your credit is not perfect, call 901-345-7767. Call now.
Just when they thought it was safe, it's not. Preachers, power brokers, and politicians, I'm back. I'm the one and only. I'm Thaddeus Matthews, your talk show host extraordinaire, bringing you now the most controversial television talk show to ever hit the airwaves of Memphis. You never know what I'm going to talk about or who I'm going to talk about. It's no holds barred, no punches pulled, Join me each and every Friday morning, 7 a.m., right here on UPN 30.
K97, your station for Mike Evans and the early morning team. Devin Steele in the afternoons and continuous jams all day.
Let your head down.
K97.
Just think of me as the pages in your diary.
You gotta rock the weight in this one. Oh, come on.
K97, #1 for hip-hop and R&B. Turn us on now.
On the WB's Big Sunday, when a charmed one turns evil,
We can't have a demon in the family.
there's no coming back. Or is there?
Here I am.
Cole's making a house call.
What are you doing here?
Is that any way to treat family?
Charmed. Then it's man versus machine.
I could have done that, but we'd have had to hose down the parking lot.
Steve Harvey's Big Time Challenge after Charmed.
The WB Sunday starting at 6 on UPN 30.
Steve Kerr and Stan Lane, and when they came in, the whole place lit up. It was like excitement. You talk about charisma. Wow. Well, here we are back on opening the vaults of Memphis Classic Wrestling, and
Well, wait a minute. Before you say anything, at least Brian Teglin was gentleman enough to give up his seat to Renee. You don't even stand up when the Queen walks onto the set. What's the matter with you, Corey
you know
Macklin?
what? I don't
Show
blame
some
her.
respect.
I don't blame her for not wanting to sit. I don't want to sit next to her either. Stay over there in that corner.
You'd give your right arm to have a woman that looked as good as Renee. Do you realize that? And speaking of those hillbilly hicks, the Watson family out there, let me ask you this.
You know what? Lawler, I don't even want to. Don't ask me nothing.
Who are you calling?
I told you already, I'm not going to ask you anything. Renee, this is a legend
doesn't know how
show.
to speak.
He's got the only legend that there's been in Memphis
I'm
right
making a
here.
phone call. I'm calling a real legend. We're going to talk to two real legends right now.
Who are you calling?
Hello? Yeah. This is Memphis Wrestling calling.
He's got the wrong number, I sure.
Yeah, who I got here now?
This is Billy Wicks.
Billy Wicks.
Oh.
How in the world are you, Billy Wicks? It's Corey Macklin in Memphis Wrestling.
My God, Corey, how in the world are you?
I'm doing well, Billy Wicks. I'm sitting here on opening the vaults of Memphis Classic Wrestling. You should see Jerry Lawler over here. What are you yawning for, Lawler? What is that about?
Billy
No
Wicks.
respect. It's like Rodney Dangerfield.
You're the one that
Billy.
has
I'm
no
sorry.
respect, Corey.
Well, I used to give him a little respect if he remembers back that far back.
Yeah, you know what? I guess you'll have to come back to Memphis, Billy, and try to give this guy a little history lesson because Jerry Lawler has no respect for you. Billy Wicks was the first champion in the state of Tennessee. Do you realize that, Lawler?
Billy Wicks was not the first. Look, I know wrestling history. Billy Wicks was not the first Tennessee state champion.
Okay, well, who was?
The Sputnik Monroe, that's who.
Oh, but did you hear that, Billy?
No. He's got some Ronald Reagan disease, I think, or something.
He's got Ronald Reagan issues.
Let me tell you know what? Is that really Billy Wicks on the telephone?
Billy Wicks. That's the real live Billy Wicks.
I thought
Billy
he was
Wicks.
dead. What do you mean the real live
What
Billy
do you
Wicks?
mean?
How old is he?
Billy, I'm sorry. I apologize. But, Billy, let me say this. Tell Jerry Lawler, everybody's out there watching today. We're live on Memphis Wrestling, Billy, on opening the vaults of Memphis Classic Wrestling. There's this picture there on the screen. But, Billy Wicks, I understand that you're coming back to Memphis on July 1st. Is that right?
That's what I plan on doing.
Well, we look forward to having you here for our big night of legends, Clash of the Legends. Stu, you heard it right there. Billy Wicks.
Is Sputnik going to be there?
Yes, Sputnik Monroe is coming too, and I understand that, you know what? Why don't we have the final confrontation between you two guys?
Oh, you don't want to do that. Sputnik Monroe will beat Billy Wicks' brains out like he always did every time they ever got in the ring with each other.
His DNA or his aura or his bad breath or what, but he just kind of automatically ticks me off. Sometimes I think his mother and father are related. They were brother and sister or aunt and uncle or something.
His mother and father were related, probably were.
Well, Billy, we're about running out of time. Thanks for slowing the show down, but maybe we'll see you on July the 1st.
Well, okay, Jerry. I'm looking forward to seeing you again.
Yeah, well, that makes one of us.
Well, thank you so much. Why do you want to... What did you do, pull the plug out or something?
I
Billy?
hope somebody pulled the plug.
Where are you? Are you there, Billy?
Please hang up on him.
God.
Hang up.
Come on, you're taking away our showtime here.
Billy, I tell you what. Thanks for talking to us today. I'll see you July 1st at the DeSoto Civic Center, okay, buddy?
Thanks for calling, Corey.
Okay, Billy, thank you. We'll see you then.
Goodbye if you're still alive on July the 1st.
Hey, come on, Lawler. Don't be pulling that stuff. This is a legend show. No respect.
Can you imagine?
You guys got no respect
Well, hey, if you call Billy Wicks, why don't you call the other real legend? The only other legend in Memphis other than me, why don't you call Sputnik Monroe? You got his number over there, don't you? Huh? Now, that Sputnik was a real legend. You remember Sputnik Monroe? He used to beat Billy Wicks every time they got in the ring. Sputnik Monroe was the first. Sputnik Monroe was the first ever champion of the state of Tennessee.
No bit more believe that than the man in the moon. These guys fought. There was even every single time.
Then a man on the moon.
That's right.
Oh,
He
my
watched my
God.
movie, Man on the Moon.
He doesn't know how to talk.
All right, I tell you what. Hang on, let's see. Diamond Ring and Cadillac, man. Let's see if we can reach. Sputnik, are you there? All right, what do you want to talk about? Okay, well, we got him here. Sputnik, are you there?
I'm here.
Sputnik Monroe. What, Lawler?
What? Talk to a real legend now. You've wasted a lot of valuable time on the show. Wasted time with Alzheimer's Billy Wicks. I mean, now talk to Sputnik Monroe.
Sputnik, we just talked to Billy Wicks on the phone. We heard from Billy Wicks, and Wicks he's confirmed that he was the very first state champion in wrestling here, Tennessee state champion. Billy Wicks was the first champion. Am I right or wrong, Sputnik?
You're wrong. I was the first champion, and he won the first Cadillac.
Do what? You were the first champion, and what about the Cadillac?
Billy Wicks won the Cadillac.
Billy Wicks won the Cadillac, and Billy Wicks won the belt.
Billy Wicks cheated Sputnik Monroe out of the Cadillac.
I got it in black and white right in front of me. And an interview from Georgia.
Well, all I can tell you is this, Sputnik Monroe, is that Billy Wicks has issued I'll tell you what he just did. We just had him live on the air, and he's saying July 1st, DeSoto Civic Center, he wants a face-to-face confrontation with you. What about that?
He'll get knocked on his ass.
Oh, Sputnik, come on. That's not even about that. Wait, Sputnik, you retired from wrestling. Now, we don't need no trouble. All we want is all we want is a face-to-face final confrontation. Billy Wicks, Sputnik Monroe, July 1st at DeSoto Civic Center. Will you be there for that challenge, Sputnik?
I'll be there.
Yes. All right. Well, Sputnik, you heard it, Lawler. I'll make your phone call. The Diamond Ring and Cadillac man, as he's called, Sputnik Monroe, is going to come in. And Sputnik, you and Billy Wicks in a one-on-one, face-to-face confrontation July 1st. We'll look for you in Memphis.
I'll be there.
All right. Thank you. All right, Sputnik Monroe.
Oh, man, Billy Wicks is going to get put in his place. Sputnik Monroe will hit Billy Wicks so hard that Billy Wicks won't even remember his own name. But I don't think he remembers his own name anyway.
Well, you know what? I tell you,
How old is Billy Wicks anyway?
Well, that's all right. He's old, but he's in good shape.
Can
He's
he
in
even
good
wrestle?
health. Well,
Can he
that's all right.
wrestle?
Do what?
Can he still wrestle?
Yeah, he can still wrestle.
I didn't know.
Well, I tell you one thing. Just let Sputnik Monroe try him if you believe he can't
Well,
wrestle.
we'll see July the 1st.
We'll
That'll be
see
great.
July 1st at DeSoto Civic Center. Clash of the Legends, too. And there's some other superstars that are going to be there also. Have you heard who else is signed to be there July 1st?
I know. Why don't you tell the people? You don't have to tell me anything.
Boogie Woogie Man. Handsome Jimmy Valley.
I thought he retired. What's he doing
He
coming back?
retired, but he's coming July 1st. Take a look. The boy from New York City. Here he is. Isn't that going to be great? Boy, the boy from New York City.
He's not a legend.
He is a legend.
He's not a legend. He's the only reason he's there is because he's outlived everybody else in wrestling. Baby, Jimmy Valiant is so old. When God said, let there be light, Valiant threw the switch.
Oh, man, that's ridiculous. Well, I'll tell you what let's get ready to do. Let's roll the music, go to break. When we come back, my buddy Dave Brown is standing by.
Dave Brown?
Words from Dave Brown. He's going to be at Clash of the Legends, too, July 1st.
I thought this was Channel 30. What's Dave Brown doing here?
The heroes, the villains, the legends. Clash of the Legends 2. Friday, July 1st at DeSoto Civic Center. Free fireworks given away. Live music entertainment. Gold ticket holders get a free barbecue dinner with the Legends. The Legends. Clash of the Legends 2. Tickets on sale now for Clash of the Legends 2. Friday, July 1st at the state-of-the-art DeSoto Civic Center. The Legends return to Memphis Wrestling for one night only. Friday night, July 1st. Start a new era. Don't miss it.
Tonight, it's UPN New Monday, starting with one-on-one. How far will these lovebirds go to win school's cutest couple? I guess pretty far. Followed by cuts. Then Girlfriends has a run-in with Monique.
Now, y'all got 10 seconds before I call the police. It's not like that. One. Tell him, Maya. Maya?
Plus, on Half and Half, a mother-daughter moment.
I need your opinion on something. Actually, two things.
My God!
They do take you to a spiritual place, don't they? Monday beginning at 7 on UPN 30.
KC Computers, home of the $150 computer. That's right. I said $150 6 months warranty with fast and slow internet available. We sell new and used parts. We repair all brands. We upgrade, buy, or trade all brands. Most of KC Computers repairs are done in 48 hours. Some are same day. Get free estimates on all repairs and upgrades. Come in and we'll match you with what you need with a little room to grow on. 3 locations, Raleigh, Bartlett, and our new store in Cordova. Call 386-2622. That's 386-2622.
Insurance companies make a lot of money by convincing injured people to settle for less than they deserve.
Injury lawyer John Michael Bailey.
After a car accident, you may think you're in good hands with the insurance company. They'll try to convince you that you don't need a lawyer. Without a lawyer, they make more money. With a lawyer, you get more money. So forget the good hands. Get a lawyer. And while you're at it, get a good one. Call 529-1010 and get the J&B guarantee.
Tom Berenger and the true story of a soldier caught between borders. One man's hero.
Saturday at noon on UPN 30. Having trust issues? It could get worse.
You knew better. Whoa, you're sleeping with my mom.
You can't let a woman get in between, so you just did.
Feel better. Watch the Jerry Springer Show, weekdays at noon on UPN 30.
Well, I'm back on Memphis Classic Wrestling.
And the King and the Queen are back as well.
Dave Brown is standing by right here today on Memphis Wrestling, opening the vaults of Memphis Classic Wrestling. Dave's going to be there July 1st. Lance Russell's going to be at the DeSoto Civic Center.
Oh, you are bringing out all the former stars of Memphis wrestling. You know, wrestling is what made Dave Brown a star. Wrestling made Dave Brown the most recognized weatherman in the entire city. We're trying to do the same thing for Brian Teklin, but where is he? He's missing in action.
Well, I don't blame him. I wouldn't sit here next to Renee either.
Oh, man, oh, man. I don't think Brian and Teklin and Dave Brown are allowed to be on the same show, are they?
Here's Dave. Take a look at this.
The years of Channel 13. There were some glory days there. Not a lot of tape exists of the days of Channel 13. Not a lot of video because in those days the tape that we used was 2 inches wide. It was this real wide tape, and the reels were they were huge and they were very heavy. And the tape was incredibly expensive. You know, now you can go to the drugstore, grocery store, and you can pick up a video cassette for next to nothing. But tape in those days was really, really expensive. So as a result, instead of archiving all of those shows, we would just record over it the next week. And of course, many times it was live, and we wouldn't record it at all in the days of Channel 13. But from 1967 to early 1977, 10 years at WHBQ-TV, every Saturday, Lance Russell and I would sit right there in that little studio, which really looks small when you go back and look at it now. It was. We would pack the fans in and just have a great time. They sat on benches. They didn't have any chair backs or anything like that. They'd come in and sit on the bench. And in those days, the show was 90 minutes. It was an hour and a half. So we were in there for quite some time. Now, we did it as live, so it wasn't like we would stop and start again and all that. But even when the show was recorded, we just did it all the way through for 90 straight minutes. And all the things that happened there. So many I can't remember. One, I was just reminiscing about just a couple of minutes ago, Plowboy Frazier. Plowboy weighed 460 pounds. He was out of Mississippi. He was a farm guy out of Mississippi. Great guy. I mean, we really got to like Stan in later years. He became Uncle Elmer, got married on television on Saturday night on WWF and all that sort of stuff. But when Plowboy Frazier was first brought in, he was brought in by, at the time, the evil Jerry the King Lawler as his partner. And he was going against Tojo Yamamoto and Jerry Jarrett. They were the good guys at the time. And Lawler had given Plowboy Frazier a diamond ring. And Plowboy was proud of that thing as he could be. So he came in one day, and he was Lawler's partner, and Plowboy had this big, giant watermelon under his arm, and a knife that, I don't know, it looked like a knife from Indiana Jones might use as a sword. It was a huge thing. So Plowboy puts the, Lance was off, but I was there by myself, and Plowboy puts the watermelon on the desk and starts slicing that thing and says, "Here, Dave, have some watermelon." Well, I don't like watermelon too much.
Thank you very much.
It's okay, but I'm not a big fan, and I'm on television, got to do the rest of the show. So I said, "No, I don't believe so." He said, "Come on, watermelon." He's standing there with a big knife, not really threatening me, but Lawler turns around and said, Dave, if I were you, I'd eat the watermelon. Okay, so I ate a little watermelon. Plowboy went on. Later he came back, and Jerry Jarrett came out with a hammer one day, and they just sat down on the concrete floor right in front of the desk. And Jerry very sincerely said, Plowboy, I'm going to show you why this guy is not your friend. He said, let me see your diamond ring. And he explained how hard a diamond was and how difficult it was to scratch or to do anything that would hurt it. And he said, watch this. And he put it on the floor, and he just tapped it with a hammer. Of course, it went into powder. It wasn't a diamond at all. So he said, see, that's not a diamond ring. He doesn't care anything about you. And it went on into a big match right here at the Mid-South Coliseum. Another thing that happened was the day that Adam West came. Now, a huge show back in the 60s, Batman and Robin on ABC TV. And Adam West kept the Batman persona, and he would do shows. Well, there was a huge car show, not in this building. It was actually downtown at Cook Convention Center. And Batman came in for that, and, of course, Lawler got him to interview him. So there I am interviewing Lawler and Batman on live television, which is was a career highlight for that. Adam West, of course, still around today and still a well-known actor. One other thing, and we'll move on to something else, but was the day that this rather unattractive woman, and this has been told on this show before. I think it was back when Jerry had his birthday celebration, but a rather unattractive, to say the least, woman came in and sat down, and suddenly, during a match, this woman is headed for the ring with her purse and starts beating up the wrestler. Well, that woman turned out to be none other than, you guessed it, the evil at the time, Jerry the King Lawler. So just a few of the many memories. I could probably go on the rest of the day, and I know you don't want me to, so I won't. But it does sort of speak to the history of this wrestling show, not only here, but just in Memphis, Tennessee, in the Mid-South area. And the big show that's coming up on July 1, I'm really looking forward to. And looking forward to seeing my old partner, Lance Russell, back at that show. See you there, too.
Dave Brown. Good to hear from Dave.
Wait. Who's that big hillbilly guy?
That was Dave Brown.
No.
Plowboy Frazier. That was not Dave. What are you talking about, Dave, a hillbilly?
Plowboy Frazier was the only hillbilly I ever liked. I mean, he was a good hillbilly, not like this Watson family. They're the kind of hillbillies that give the South a bad name, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yes,
hey, are the Watsons, is that match, is that going to take place July the 1st?
Well, all I know is that he said he'll accept your challenge.
It's in Mississippi. They'll have home field advantage. They're used to being in the field, baby.
Yeah.
Boy, I'm telling you, that's ridiculous. Lawler, sit out and make tracks like that.
Ridiculous.
Yes, ridiculous.
What is wrong with you?
He asks us a question, and then he says
He
it's
needs to go
ridiculous.
back to school is what he needs to do.
When we come back, we're going to show
He was an honor student. Did you know that?
We're going to show some. But
He's always saying, yes, Your Honor.
No, you're not going to. We'll be back after this. Take a break. Boy, you all are something else. I'm telling you.
We're having fun now.
Weekdays at 3 on UPN 30.
That's fun to listen to. WDIA.
Need a real vacation? Well then, come on in and see the friendly staff at Mid-South Title Loans. We can help make your dream vacation a reality. Just bring in the title to your car and get the cash you need. It's quick, easy, and you keep your car. Plus, it's interest-free for 30 days. Just call 565-0005 for the location nearest you. Let Mid-South Title Loans pack you up for fun in the sun.
I've taught my cousin Ashley a lot.
And I'm a fast learner.
Will you stop talking dirty? I helped her mature.
My sister.
And showed me how to party.
Will?
The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air all week long.
Weekdays at 5 on UPN 30.
Lawler can't run that
we are back on Opening the Vaults of Memphis Classic Wrestling. And,
There's Hulk Hogan.
Hollywood Hulk Hogan.
I beat Hulk Hogan like a dog right here in Memphis, baby.
Did you really?
Oh, we saw that match a few weeks ago. I don't know about like a dog, but I tell you, somebody that you call your friend, Jimmy Hart.
Yeah, there he is right there.
Jimmy Hart, the old mouth of the South. He was in his corner, and Hart was right there beating on you. What about that?
Well, that was when we had a little difference of opinion, but we got everything smoothed out. Harley Race. How many times I beat Harley Race?
I tell you somebody you didn't beat a lot of times.
Who?
Bill Dundee.
Bill Dundee? Oh, my God.
Wait a minute. Speaking of Bill Dundee, I didn't tell you this.
What?
But last week at the show,
yeah,
he tried to hit on me.
Bill Dundee?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And you know what? He asked me out on a date. Bill Dundee.
Idiot.
He's a goof, and he's disgusting.
I will squash him like a
You
bug.
need to, because he was coming on to me on the show. And
Let's go to Opening the Vault to open the vault up to our next action. Jerry Lawler and Bill Dundee. I don't believe that for no more than
You better believe it.
I will beat him like a drum.
Dundee bleeding now. Billy hurt. Lawler's fist crimson where he has nailed Dundee. Referee getting it on with Mickey Poole. While Lawler struts around the ring and Bill Dundee bleeds. He's in bad shape over there. Referee indicating he surely hadn't been using any open hand to do that to him. He's been using his fist. That ain't the worst of it. He's been using more in his fist. He just got rid of whatever it was. More than likely one of Lawler's chains. Inflicting more punishment in the wounds that he's already opened up. Dundee, a mighty scrapper. His face totally red now. He's still in there. And Lawler tons him. Again. Dundee, at the moment, draped helplessly on the ropes. His hair at stake against Lawler's crown, his car. When I say his crown, I mean his Southern Heavyweight crown, the title, and Mickey Poole's hair with Dundee's hair at stake. Billy in really serious trouble right at the moment. He slumps down to the mat. Lawler isn't going for a pin. And Dundee, where does he get it from? He just never quits. And there comes Bill back. Referee Paul Morton checking Dundee over. Lawler checked him over with that right foot to the midsection, caught him right with the point of the toe. Referee getting on Lawler about pulling the hair. But what he didn't didn't see was what put Dundee in this kind of shape. Lawler measures him and just busts him right down. Lawler props Dundee up on the turnbuckles. Oh, really blasted him. And Dundee slumping in the corner. Lawler nails him again while the referee keeps telling him don't use the fist, and he does. Of course, they've both been using plenty of fist. Lawler once again. Dundee almost out on his feet. I don't know what's holding him up except Lawler. Dundee has got to be...
You know, the pressure was on him. Like I said, the pressure was on Dundee so bad because he was thinking about waking up looking like a cue ball in the morning. You know, I told you about his old lady, this old haggy keeps home up in Nashville. She told him, she said, Bill Dundee, let me tell you something. Don't you come home if you lose that hair, because I don't want to never see that ugly face with no hair on it. And That's his old lady. That's Dundee's old lady right there. Look at that. Look at that fool. That is the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. Dundee has brought his old lady down here to fight his fight for him. Did you see that? Did you rednecks see that?
Well, classic match there.
There was. I beat him again. I beat Bill Dundee every time we ever got in the ring together.
I believe you, Angel.
And if he ever tries to ask you out for a date again, just slap him. He's just, you know what? He's just about, well, he's about
He's
the size
like
of a
5 foot tall.
Yeah, just slap
You know
him.
why he wants you to do that? Because Bill Dundee came out. We should show footage of that. What about Dundee's wife when she came out a few years ago and slapped Jerry? Did he tell you about that?
Yeah, ask him what happened to her after that. She got her head shaved bald.
Did she really?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Boy. Terry Funk, another guy that claims to be a legend.
We'll be back right after this. There are the Fabs also. We'll be right back and tell you more about July 1st, Clash of the Legends 2 at the DeSoto Civic Center. Be right back.
The heroes, the villains, the legends. Clash of the Legends 2. Friday, July 1st at DeSoto Civic Center. Free fireworks given away. Live music entertainment. Gold ticket holders get a free barbecue dinner with the Legends. The Legends. Clash of the Legends 2. Tickets on sale now for Clash of the Legends 2. Friday, July 1st at the state-of-the-art DeSoto Civic Center. The Legends return to Memphis Wrestling for one night only. Friday night, July 1st. Start of a new era. Don't miss it.
Tom Berenger and the true story of a soldier caught between borders. One man's hero.
Saturday at noon on UPN 30.
Has the rising cost of health insurance left you without protection? You're not alone. Effective immediately for as little as $129 a month, your family is eligible for a Quality Association health plan that can drastically reduce the cost of doctor visits, hospital stays, accident coverage, emergency rooms, even vision and dental, plus a powerful prescription plan. You can't be denied, and it's so easy to enroll.
For small children, we need to see the doctor often. With the plan I chose, now I can afford to.
I'm self-employed. When I broke my arm, the bill was $1,800. With the Select One accident benefit, my portion was only $100.
I'm on a fixed income. With my plan prescription card, I save on my name brand drugs and generics. I even save money on my glasses.
Plus, I can have a qualified physician evaluate my health records, ask me questions, and prescribe medicine over the phone.
Join today and use your doctor, dental, and prescription benefits immediately. All ages accepted. You can't be denied. Call now.
Having trust issues? It could get worse.
You knew better. I know you're sleeping with my mom. You can't let a woman get in the queen. You just did.
Feel better. Watch The Jerry Springer Show, weekdays at noon on UPN 30.
Robert Oh, here we are back on Opening the Vaults of Memphis Classic
I
Wrestling.
understand you're trying to get Dirty Dutch Mantell to be at this Clash of
Dirty Dutch Mantell. We'll be telling you more next week about the Dutchman and more about everybody that's signed
So
for
that you
that.
can understand, let me ask you something. Why are you getting people that aren't even coming close to being legends? Dutch Mantell
What's
was
so
never
funny?
a
What are
legend.
you laughing at? Dutch Mantell, what do you mean? Dirty Dutch Mantell with Shoe Baby and the Bullwhip. Dutch is a legend. Yeah.
What kind of names are these?
Dirty Dutch Mantell and
Dirty
Shoe
Dutch
Baby.
Mantell.
Shoe Baby, the old bullwhip that he carried around. You know about Shoe Baby,
Well,
Lawler.
yeah,
You may act like it.
just
I'll
some
tell
of
you,
the
as
names.
handsome Jimmy Valiant's going to be there. Rock and Roll Express is starting to be there. I'm telling you who else is going to be there. Billy Wicks. And he's going to have a face-to-face confrontation with Sputnik Monroe. Is Sputnik definitely coming, or what is he doing?
Oh, Sputnik Monroe will be there. You can believe that. Now, let me say this.
He
You
wants
said
to
that
fight
the Rock
Billy
and Roll,
Wicks.
there's the Rock and Roll Express right there.
There they
What
are.
about one of the greatest tag teams that ever came to Memphis? You know who I'm talking about?
There's
the
a bunch of
Midnight
them.
Express.
You're talking about Bobby Eaton and Dennis Condrey?
I've contacted them. They are going to be back here in Memphis. And another one of Dennis Condrey's famous partners, Phil Hickerson, is going to be here.
Well, those are big names.
And now I'm going to tell you, I'll give you another little tip. There's been another challenge made. Jimmy, Mouth of the South Hart, my manager, has issued a challenge to prove to the world that he is the all-time greatest manager ever in Memphis.
Which
you know
he
who he
is?
wants to fight? He's begging him to come down July 1st.
Who?
Jimmy Cornette. That's right, Jim Cornette, the other guy that runs around claiming that he was the best manager ever in the history of Memphis.
Well, he's one of them, no doubt about it. When Hart may have asked for a bit off a little more than he can chew.
Now, did you say Lance Russell's going to be coming
Lance
back?
Russell, Dave Brown, all July 1st, the DeSoto Civic Center. Tickets on sale at the DeSoto Civic DeSoto Civic Center box office. Well, you know what? I can trip up with you two.
Easy for him
Goose
to
out
say.
here out the
You're
whole
kidding
deal.
me.
DeSoto Civic Center box office and all Ticketmaster outlets. And take a look. Here's the prize we told you about earlier. You see those two good-looking trucks right there? Someone's going to win that grand prize. There's going to be a battle royal that'll take place, and they'll drive out of the DeSoto Civic Center in these two good-looking GMC trucks over $100,000 in prizes.
Why don't we do this? You and I
Everybody made
enter.
it through.
You drive one truck out, I'll drive the other out.
Sounds like a good idea.
Oh, boy.
But then we'd look like Mississippi Hicks driving trucks, wouldn't we? We don't want to do that.
We're out of time. We'll be back next week for more on Opening the Vaults of Memphis Classic Wrestling. From my buddy Brian Tecklin, I'm Corey Macklin. Until then, I hope y'all won't be back next week.
Oh, I'll be back next week. Don't worry.